Hey everybody, this is Linda Summers, and I hope you're doing wonderful tonight wherever you are in the world. And I wanted to put out this video on webcam being recorded versus Facebook Live because I wanted it to be available hereafter and someplace on my YouTube channel. So I decided to do it this way. And the reason I'm doing this is because, as you guys know, I reposted a post from Positivity on that there's a shift about to occur, that we're going to receive a blessing, and that we've gone through enough and there's a breakthrough on the way. Are you ready? And so, there's a lot of energies that have been going on for a very long time, a lot since 2012. And I don't know a lot about this, but what I do know is that there is a shift that is occurring. And it's getting stronger. The energies are getting stronger due to the planetary alignment, due to a lot of things. There's a photon belt, which is energy light that's coming in to really assist in each one of us, to awaken us to remember who we really are. And that we were never meant to struggle, no food, homeless, anything, greed, all of that. We were never meant to have any of that. We really were meant to have a really good life and live a fun and a joyous and peaceful, loving life. And but it was, as it says, we're supposed to go through all this stuff to remember, and all these experiences are helping us to grow. So it's an inside job. And for a lot of you who listen to my radio shows, I'm huge on raising the consciousness. That's really what my life is all about, is raising the consciousness, providing information to bring awareness. And that's why I really felt called to do this, because in watching that video, I realized myself, and I wasn't drawn at the time when I posted that, and watching it, I wasn't drawn at the time. I just was tonight after somebody had posted another yes. It really hit me, and I realized there is a shift that is occurring. It has occurred, and it's going to continue. We're going to continue, as they're saying, ascension, rising in our consciousness, and as we rise, we take ourselves further out into the atmosphere and further out into the heavens, as you will. And that's where the veil becomes lifted, because we go through the veil. And so that's where the shift comes in, and of course the blessings that when we focused on the positive, and that was one of my last comments that I made in there, is please, everybody, be really, really positive about what you're putting out there, what you're saying, what you're doing, because that we are a part of the collective. We are a part of everything. And so whatever we do affects the collective. And so that's why they say, Ghandi says, be the change you want to see in the world, because whatever change you make, it creates an impact in the world. And so it's an inside job, and we have gone through a lot of things, and there are blessings coming. And as I said, that where we're headed is in such an amazing place, but it's going to take each one of us to focus on the desire as to what we want to see in the world, not what is being shown to us in the world, but what we want to see in the world. Because as we know, what's being shown to us and what's being given to us is not the full picture. So I really can't impress upon everybody to focus on the positive and realize when we do that, we can change the world. Because as Michael Jackson said, we are the world, we are the people, and we make the difference. And I said that in one of my other videos. But I really want to, it talks about how in this video that we've gone through a lot, and we have, and each one of us are so different in our own lives of what we've gone through, what we're going through in the moment. If it's a struggle, a challenge, an illness or something, it is. We've gone through a lot, and I think this really goes back to remembering and realizing that a lot of things, dis-ease causes disease, and we don't know why things happen. When we have anger and all of this negative or lower dense energy, if you will, that resides within us, that causes a disease, which causes diseases. All that festers inside of us. So it's really good to express, to find resources, to people, loved ones that you can, express all these to. So with all that being said, because there's no accident why we go through the things we go through. I mean, I didn't get married and go, oh, I'm going to divorce one day, or in my job or whatever. That wasn't something that was planned. That's something that was happening because we grow. We're growing all the time, or we're stagnant and we're stuck and we're just doing the mundane, the routine things. And really, life is not about that. It's really living and not existing. And so with that, and it says, are you ready? And I thought, very interesting. Are you ready? Someone asked me that. A friend of mine, one day, he said, because I said, you know what, I'm really ready. I'm really ready to go forth, to stand in front of the line of fire and take the bullets. And he said, are you really? Are you really ready? And I said, yeah, I'm really ready. And it's looking at this video again, it really made me think, am I ready? Are you ready, prepared for what's to come? And that could look very different for a lot of people, because what I do know, that where we're headed, and this is the age of Aquarius, it's not the age of Pisces, which is what we just went out of a 2,000 year, I believe it's 2,000 years we went through that, or 2,500 years, but I think it's every 2,000 years we go through these cycles. And that was all about greed, duality, all this stuff, the lower dense energies. The age of Aquarius is about unity. It's about oneness. It's about community. It's about coming together. Really, all of us coming together. Not when there's adversity, not when we have tragedy, but coming together and really working with one another. And, and where we're headed is such a place of joy and love and abundance, and not just monetarily, because I think that's going to go by the wayside. That's a whole other subject. But abundance in the joy of love and peace. And what I do know is that when we enter into that vibration of the higher vibrations of love, joy, peace, harmony, I already said love, but when we go into those higher vibrations, there is no way that you can be sad or angry or any of that in a lower vibration. You're either one or the other. So excelling in this, that whatever does not serve us is going to have to be eliminated. And I mean taken out, removed. So again, this is an inside journey. So what I'm saying is that, are you ready? It could mean a relationship that you thought was the relationship you were going to be with, but yet really inside that you're dying. This is not the relationship that you want to be in, or you've outgrown this person or whatever. And I'm not saying by any means leave a relationship, but what I'm saying is that it's time that we really go within ourselves and seek the truth and know the truth of really, is the job serving us? Are the friendships, the people that we hang around with, are they serving us? Are they helping us to grow in a way that is positive, and it's a way of truth and an integrity? And so it really just made me think, even for myself, am I really ready? Am I ready to whatever is asked of me that I really truly desire? Am I really ready to take those bullets? And I can honestly say yes, I'm ready to stand in front of the line and deliver whatever information that I need to deliver to humanity to make a difference and to awaken humanity to the fact of what's really happening in the world, and to see the positive, that we can create something so wonderful, but it's going to take every one of us. So I just really felt, like I said, felt really drawn to put this video out, because it really asked the question, are you really ready? And it's really taking a look at in our life, the people in our lives that are a part of our life. Are they serving us? And to really look at that and make those decisions, and sometimes those decisions are not very easy, and it's not one that we take lightly as well either. But so that's really what I wanted to say, is that in really saying yes, we really have to know that we're really ready, because I believe that everything that happens to us is by the one and only, the universe, God, spirit, whatever you want to call that. And He is directing everything in our life, whether we think it's good or bad. Because for me, I feel that everything that happens to us is always for our highest good. In hindsight, when I've looked back in my own life, I think, oh my gosh, like during the time it's happening, it's very devastating. But then I look back and I realize, wow, I had to go through that in order to get to here. And that was the best, that whatever happened, leaving a marriage or a job or whatever, was the best thing. And at the time, we realize it doesn't feel so good. So that's really what I want to say, is really look in your life what you're doing. And I believe that we all, when we walk out that door, when we get up in the morning, we all have intention, always. And is your intention for the highest and greatest good for yourself and everyone? Or is there manipulation? Is there something deceiving, or you're trying to get something? So it's really time, I feel, to really take a look and see what is our intentions in our life, with the people that we love, with friends, with anything. So thank you for listening. I really appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, like I said, there's so many wonderful things that are happening in the world, and it's going to look like the world is crumbling, the government and the structures and things, but all of that has to fall to prepare for the new. It's kind of like when you build a home, the foundation has to be very, very sturdy. And the same thing with this. The old structures have to come down in order to build upon the new, but the foundation has to be very, very solid. And we are the foundation. We are the foundation here on this earth. Mother Earth is part of that, and we're part of her. So that's really what I wanted to share with you. So thank you for listening. Thanks for being here, and just being who you are, the light and the love in the world. So thank you, and I love you all. Okay, till next time. Bye.